Oops. Oh dear. It's the wrong one. And there we go. Hello, good evening. Welcome to another weekend stream. I'm Spike, and this is Star Citizen. I'm gonna just jump straight in today after yesterday's run with Cefeldo. As you can see, I'm going to be starting in Port Tressler. I was looking last night, if anyone did catch the video, at attempting to find some SKU boxes of materials for some of the completion items for delivery missions in Pyro, only to find that most of those items have been bought and stockpiled by other players, completely destroying that part of the economy in the game, which for alpha testing purposes, it would seem that either commodities needs to become more generous in their stock throughout the systems, or there needs to be a cap limit on the missions that are available once certain items are unavailable to players like myself, who may not wish to spend money in the store where, you know, you could already have the ships required to mine or salvage the items required for some of these missions. Because once those items are gone and you cannot purchase them, you can't ever complete those missions that might be available to you. So there seems to be a bit of a rebalance and scaling issue that needs to occur with regards to some of the missions that are available to some players. You know, I'm not too. It's not too much of a massive issue, but it does just immediately make missions that are available for you to accept completely unplayable or untestable in this instance, because you cannot complete them. You can't even get the materials required to be able to do so if you're a player like me who's grinding through some of the grindable missions to earn ships by AUEC, the currency in the game, rather than purchasing the ship permanently, which obviously then makes it incredibly difficult to be able to play some of these missions. So then we are going to then be stuck in the lower offering missions. I mean, obviously we've got some high priority ones here, but for example, here, copper and corundum, incredibly hard to come by now because everyone's bought the SKU of copper and corundum. And accepting this, you need to find them to purchase or find a way of mining them to refine the items to then be able to complete these primary objectives. Again, for those who don't have a ship to mine, you know, I mean, you could argue, yeah, I've got 1.765 million, but that's to go towards my salvage ship, the Drake Vulture, that I wish to purchase. I shouldn't have to be spending large amounts of cash on rental fees for a ship I'm trying to purchase, which then leaves you stuck in this unbalanced arena of attempting to make money and credits in the lower end of this scale. So we'd be back to the hauling of 50k box missions to be able to collect this stuff, because these missions, it populates the box in a freight elevator inventory system at the other end for us to pick up and come back. So yes, you could make your money doing these, but it just means that straight off you aren't going to be doing priority missions, so you can completely forget these priority missions, which defeats the object of having them there if you can view them, but you can't afford to do them if you don't have the ship to do them. And if people are buying the resources, the commodities, etc., no one can complete these missions unless you've bought the items or you already have a ship that can go do those things. Likewise, with grinding to purchase the ship that I want, It's not a permanent purchase until the next wipe. You know, the next wipe comes along and boom, that ship's going to be gone. So it's this constant tug of war backwards and forwards, I feel, where there is a disbalance in this particular system because there isn't enough commodity to go around. Now, you could argue that the player, or the players in this instance, should be the ones to provide the resource by finding, mining, and putting it into the economy. Now, that would work if everyone decided to do such a thing. But as it stands at the moment, there aren't enough people to band together to run some of these 3 to 6 to 10 man ships to then go do the one mining mission for everyone to get a cut of the money of the material that gets mined, and do that as a game loop over the course of, say, 6 to 8 hours. You know, what happens to the casual player who only has an hour or two a day to come in, do a few missions, earn a few credits to go towards their upkeep, essentially. So either the pricing and earning ratio for some of these missions needs to change to further reflect the distances travelled to complete them, and the SKU boxes, as I've mentioned in previous videos before, to adjust for the amount of boxes that you're taking the risk to deliver, potentially also based on the item that the SKU box is. Or with priority missions, there needs to be enough commodity to go around that should someone wish to take the risk, then if you've got the money to purchase the commodity to then do this delivery drop, I mean, you've still got to survive in these areas that could potentially be PvP, or way more dangerous. That's fine. You could still lose the money investment of the commodity. It could get stolen. Your ship's going to get blown out the sky. You've got to start back at wherever you've been. But it immediately restricts an entire swathe of the lowest tier, low tier, and low mid tier players who haven't got the budget to put into buying permanent ships in the store, and are therefore, like I'm attempting to show with this alpha, whilst testing and glitch bug finding and understanding the game's code and how assets work, etc., to try and figure out some of these issues, to also show that on the basic purchased package and one purchased ship of the same price as the initial investment of the game package at £35, it's about $40, that you can grind your way, if you put enough time and effort into it over the course of, say, a week, doing some of these missions, to get to the one ship that you're after, that can then also generate you more money, because it's then able to either carry more cargo with SKU boxes, it's able to do another function like mining or salvage, or it could be, you know, a gunship that allows you to then do bounty hunting and mercenary stuff, etc. So you kind of have to pick and choose which way you want to go, and the progression of that is, you know, there's the risk reward factor. It's a slow grind. It's not for the faint of heart. So just putting it out there, a couple of issues I've noticed over the past 24 hours or so, with these particular priority missions that are fantastically well paid. I mean, look, these are really good, 24 million, but who has a ship that can carry 2,500 SKU of this item? And it's in an area that's incredibly dangerous. So you're taking the risk being in a bigger ship if you've got the bigger ship. Now, that bigger ship comes at a price in the store. If you haven't purchased it, you're going to need it in-game credits. In in-game credits, ships are ridiculously expensive, and you need some of these salvage and mining ships straight off the bat to earn enough money from refining minerals or salvaging metals and ships, etc., and the contracts, plus also selling the stuff that you salvage, to make enough money to even afford a ship that can carry a decent enough cargo SKU capacity to make a job like this minimum trip, you know. So there is a bit of a balancing issue going on here, and then also obviously you've got players that in servers are just rinsing the commodities so that people cannot do these missions, and are either stockpiling it for themselves to just continuously do the mission over and over, so they haven't got to come in and buy it over and over again, as is probably intended, or also to sell on to make profit and jack the price of the items up, so they end up being priced out of us normies range anyway. So again, a balancing issue, I feel, occurring here, which is a shame, because there is like this one, out of resources, small resupply, 391k, and the same with this one, the 13 skewer copper and 13 skewer corundum would be really good to do, but I don't have a mining ship, so I can't mine the material, which means immediately I have to go commodity purchase. I'm not going to find copper or corundum in this system or the other system, because it's all been purchased. So immediately I can't do this mission, and it's the only one that size-wise, with the cutter, I could do in 2 trips. One for the corundum, one for the copper. Immediately I can't make the next rung up of cash of doing a box mission in priority of 391k. Instead, I have to stick to the haulage of what I can handle in here, which again is going to be the 50k missions at Bajini Point, I believe. So it looks like that's what I'm back to doing, as I'm now stuck having to do that after last night's foray into these missions. So I mean, 9, 8. I don't really want to be doing these around Port Tressler, I don't think. I am going to refuel. I'm going to get my ass out of here. I'm going to go to Area 18, get myself back to where I sort of belong, really. And, do the missions from Area 18 to Bajini Point. And see if we can make some money that way. Get back onto the wagon of grinding out the money to get to 2.65 mil to be able to afford the Drake Vulture. Then I can start salvaging ships, which should allow me to earn a bit more money from the contract and also the salvage. So let's get this on the go. We got a little bit of the old lagaroo today. It's not ideal. While we're here, let's go stock up on some cruise lux. What? We very nearly ended up in the void. Oh, and that was also the space void. See how we are literally in the void with the elevator spaces? That's because, again, they are outside map spaces, and you get flattened to 2D asset information before being transported. So yeah, that's that bad boy. It's been a while since I've been at Port Tressler's purchasing Galleria, so bear with me as I attempt to. I think this place has some. No, okay, that does not have. I don't really want to be buying from the bar. Not that it does much from here anyway. Okay, so we don't have. Oh, come on, W key, stop being a bitch today. Come on. I don't have time for this. I just want to crack on and get some stuff done. Actually, let's have a look. See if the pressurized ice is back. Probably not. No, look at that. Low. Copper inventory is low. Oh, we've got 26 SKU though. Why can I only buy 3 units? Fuck it, we'll buy it. We'll buy it and put it at Port Tressler. Looks like it's going to fail on me, isn't it? It's not going to let me purchase it. Oh, come on. No, because I bet that guy's just bought it. God damn. Yeah, I thought so. So that means that it's probably been sold. I can't make that a valid location. And I've attempted to do so, yeah. Yeah, cool. So you can't buy the pressurized ice. I don't need that much skew of copper. Let's buy 7 grand's worth of copper then. Cool. So I can't buy... Doesn't matter. I can't buy items, apparently. Brilliant. So, even if I wanted to complete some of those missions and just purchase the commodities, I can't anyway. So, yeah. Yeah. Cool. Has it taken my cash off me, though? Yeah, sweet. So, it's taken my cash off me, but it hasn't given me the item. Great. Not impressed. Not impressed about that one bit. So, not only can you not buy commodities to do some of the missions, if they do exist, it takes your money and it doesn't give you it anyway. Lovely. Absolutely incredible. And there's no cruise water bottles here. Brilliant. This is a great start to the evening. Carries on any further, I might just not bother. Lost 20 grand on purchases that didn't complete, and it's not going to give me. And now I can't purchase just simple water bottles. I'm going to have to buy some of this shit. Ugh. Don't want that. Just get the fuck out of here. I'm just going to go A18. Do the cargo hauls, and I've done with it. There is no point attempting to do any priority missions if you don't have the ship to do it. It's as simple as that. Because you just can't. You can't even do it. No, I don't want to claim that. Oh, God. You have to retrieve. Yeah. Oh, don't tell me I'm stuck at Port Tressler today. No. So if that screen don't work, is this screen going to work? No. Game loop doesn't want to work. No, so that function doesn't want to work. Let's see if it will do it for claiming.
Your insurance claim has been sent. Welcome to the ASOP vehicle retrieval system.
Cool, so I can't pay the expedite fee.
To the ASOP vehicle retrieval
Can't claim it.
Your insurance claim has been sent.
Alright, can't process it, no.
Stand by.
No, are we all stuck at Tressler? I think we're all stuck at Tressler. Cool, well, that's what you get. No. Right, okay.
Goodbye.
Server 170 had issues last night anyway. Not for me, but it does now. So let's see if we can get onto a different server. whilst staying on the EU. Don't give me 170. 060. Okay, let's try 060. Anything below 100 in the prefix or the suffix at the end here, where it's underscore 0160, 060, sorry. Anything below 100 generally tends to be okay for the EU. Anything above 100 tends to have issues of some description. At least that's been my experience for my setup, my hardware, etc. All the best experiences I've had, even when it's been the most buggy. For example, when 4.0 preview dropped, and Area 18 was the patch debug test area, I was able to again do a load of the cargo mission testing in that before I started to encounter issues. But most of the issues propagated on servers past 100, like 130, 140, 150, 170, 190. They were the worst. I don't think I went on 180. I think I was on 120 once, and that weren't so bad. I don't think I hit server 100. But anything underneath that, the 0, whatever, top quality for EU. Although, the queue position, it's going down by 10s, so that's not so bad. Still though, that's quite an impressive queue positioning. 206. 201. Might be a little while. While that is the case, let's listen to some of this great orchestral scored music for the game. Oh. Surfaldo!
Hello, hello, hello.
Hello, hello, hello.
I have your stream open, so I've just seen the delay of you just looking at your phone going, Surfaldo!
Yes, yes.
So you've got the queue as well, I see.
I do have the queue indeed for this particular server, that's for sure.
Well, it seems to be happening for others, because Buzz just tried to join a US one, and he's got like a massive queue as well.
Yeah, I think because people are server jumping to get off the servers that are bust where Fleet Manager doesn't work. That seems to be the current issue tonight, as you've probably just seen on video. It's definitely not working at Port Tressler, and that was server 160, 170, something like that.
I have done some salvage missions in Stanton today, and the ships have actually been turning up. I did a few terrapins, a few freelancers. You don't get much from it, but I've got about like 10 to 15 SCU in my hopper.
Nice. I mean, small to medium ships ain't too bad. They're not so shabby for salvage, particularly for a solo run, single person, especially in a smaller ship, obviously. But yeah, it's absolute pain that. Sorry, what? Go ahead.
You know when you munch a ship and you fracture?
Yeah.
The ships actually explode now.
Oh, do they?
It's very dramatic.
Oh. Well, I suppose it's better than just sort of gravitationally disappearing into nothingness.
Oh, you're in a login global queue. You're in position 1223, ETA 5 hours.
Me or you?
Me.
Oh dear. That's not good.
Just to get to the main menu.
Oh, just to get the main menu? Oh, that's not good. That sounds like servers have gone down. Like, global servers have gone. Although my current position in queue is 103.
I'm just having a look at Spectrum to see what's going on.
It's not a bad idea. Let's have a look at the
I'm now positioned at 1017, ETA 21 minutes.
that's not as bad. It's certainly not 5 hours. I'm under 100. Q position 93. 88.
Oh, major outage on the launcher.
On the launcher? Oh.
Someone's, well, they just posted an image going, RSI, major outage, but I don't know if that's true or not, because
Well,
fine.
Well, see, that's the thing. You can be in this part trying to load onto a server, and it could well have gone down for whatever reason, and this will just sit here doing what it's supposed to do, and might not necessarily work. But it's not necessarily going to tell us until we go to load into the server and find how broken it is when it completes the code. But this is the issue with.
Right, servers are down.
Yeah, okay, so is that globally or is that region listed?
It seems globally, because general is just everyone on Spectrum.
Two messages of the day. No, we don't want to see that.
So yeah, I've been on Farm Sim collecting bales of grass.
Yeah.
We've had a farm now for in-game 9 years, and we've made like a couple of million. We've got loads of machinery now.
Ooh.
We're cutting down trees, but yeah, people are tagging the devs and Spectrum going, what's going on?
I love how you get people saying, never have I played a game with this many critical server failures on such a consistent basis. This is purely unacceptable. It's like, it's still an alpha. Like, it's still an alpha. And considering the tech behind how this game works and how it stacks in its folder tree, like, it is ridiculously impressive that it works at all, let alone like with a few glitches and stuff. But what doesn't help is when they do have bugs in like the transit manager or the duplication system for missions or items or whatever. And then to combat that, most people's workaround is to jump off server and jump into another server, sometimes a different region. Because, like I've mentioned before, the persistence updating per instance per person propagates from server to server regardless of where you go, and if it doesn't match one, it won't match the other you're going to, so you just bring that glitch that you experience across with you.
People are saying that the server backend is dead. They said people who are in the game, they can't buy, sell, they can't get the hangers, transit's not working, terminals not
So
working.
I jumped in and it broke as I got in. That's what that sounds like to me, because to start with, that purchase was going to go through. It took my money and then it didn't give me the items. I tried a second time and then it was like, no, failed, please wait in whatever the screen was to accept. So yeah, it sounds like 8:15 to 8:30. They've clearly had the biggest influx of players come on and it's just gone, nope, broken, or someone's applied a back-end hotfix and it's just broken something major. But hey ho, that's what it does. I'm gonna see if it's the majority of servers or whether it's contained to just certain ones. Everything's better with bacon. Yep, too right. Good old Bosco 82. Data list. Domino's beef chicken bacon.
I've gone up 37 places. I'm at 980 in the login queue.
Yeah, you watch that start going by the hundreds as a load of people start reading Spectrum and going, oh, fuck this, and then quit the game. Then we will be in like empty servers with nothing in them. But then nothing will work. So it'd be kind of pointless. I can't even get outside. So
Oh, I'm now 775.
yeah,
Okay.
see, here we go. You watch that. It's going to fall by another couple hundred in a second. As everyone rage quits. Ooh, there's a chance this might not even load because the server's dead. That should be jumped in by now. That suggests that there is a there is a safety to stop people loading into servers when they've crashed, so you're not just loading into a dead instance, which is nice to implement the change. Oh, that's doing that. Degraded. Yeah, okay, so now it's got the resolved issue page on the live service destruction to Arena Commander and Persistent Universe. Mitigate elevated error rates with the identity service.
Degraded performance, yeah, it's just updated.
Yeah, there's an ID service issue. This is resulting in players being able to establish new connections to the game. Yep, 2035. Literally 2 minutes ago they've got it. So
Yep. Nation United team is investigating.
Oh dear. Well, there's no point trying to load in because it's not going to give us an ID to launch into the right instance. So map crash. Which in that regard, with the persistent universe, if it is a map crash rather than asset crash, I can forgive them because the map's fucking huge. Although I do have a little bit of theory on the workings of the map. Both external map, i.e. the open world, and internal map stuff such as space stations, internal buildings, your instance hangar, elevators, etc. Which is, I think, there is also some very clever trickery going on as you pass from one to the other. Not just with like elevators mentioned yesterday. Oh, there we go. There's a 30k. But also, like, say you're in your hangar, right? That's extra large, and you go to the outside. I think there is still some asset scaling going on from inside the hangar to when you go outside the hangar. Because there's one thing I did notice when I was doing the STL extraction, the Fingers list of ships. All of the ship models are roughly built to the same size grid. Which I find fascinating. So when you open up the model of, say, My Little Titan and compare that to, say, your Reclaimer, in a 3D modeling program, they are the same size externally. It's the internal mapping of the internal map space that is scaled rather than the outside, and then it's just the visual view as well in comparison to other ships. Which that's mental that they are all technically the same size as an asset model, but depending on where you are in the universe and whether you're on it or outside it depends on what size space you're actually occupying, which is crazy. But it makes sense because otherwise the size of your Reclaimer as an asset on its own in its own folder would be like several gig big versus a Titan that could be just 1 gig big. which is a lot of information to try and have around, especially when you think like there's what 300 to 500 people on a server now at a time. Imagine if everyone had a reclaimer and they're all out in it at the same time.
Which is what a lot of people are doing at the moment for the supply or die mission.
Right, so you can see how if there isn't enough computational space and headroom with regards to RAM or like physical access time to a drive and assets for the game in a persistent universe is constantly rewriting. If half of the players have the biggest ship out that they own, that's a lot of information to try and push each person's own instance of their own ship in the game in each ID location, even though we're miles and miles apart from each other, right, and might never encounter each other. You still got to push, say, just extrapolating a number to make it easy, a 20 gig ship around 300 times, and you've got to do that every second whilst read writing to it and to the game. The enormity of that kind of processing gets beyond what's actually capable of like server tech for running things like the entirety of the global internet, or say getting to how AI computing at almost quantum level would work for a game that, you know, is monumentally huge as it is. But yeah, I was thinking about this the other day. It's just like there's got to be some sort of like I'm not entirely sure how they're doing the scaling for the map, but with the rules of how they have customized the CryEngine to work, it's still got to work within a certain sized set of rules and boxes to be built upon. So yeah, I just think that the coding that they've done to scale stuff, so it visually looks correct, so that everyone's in the right place at the right time, and to keep the size of the game and the information being pushed from player to player to server down, so it's as consistent and as stable and as smooth as possible, is astronomically cool. Let's just get out of that for a second. But yeah, it'd be interesting to see what kind of cool mathematical algorithmic techniques they're using to scale the stuff in this game. For sure. There's definitely some visual trickery going on. I know that much.
Oh, I'm in position 232. I'm going to make coffee, then come back and hopefully I'm a little bit closer. But I don't think it'll bloody.
No, it 30k'd me to the menu, so I don't think it's gonna be I don't think it's gonna be happening anytime soon. That's for sure. Let's bring that back.
Might have to go back on Delta Force.
Oh, I might have to go to something entirely different. I don't know what I've got. Oh, I wonder if my zombies works.
You got Minecraft?
I do, but I'm only creative mode in that at the moment. Plus, I haven't updated it recently, and I haven't reset anything back up, which I really should do, because that's a really cool map on it. Oh, no, didn't want to do that. Fucking... Come on. There we go. There we go. Let's have that down. Oh, let's pull that off for a second. Go back into that. Pull that out. And then we'll go back to... There we go. So while we wait for CIG to sort it out, considering there is an outage at the moment. Let's just make sure that we've got a. Yeah, it was 8 minutes ago. What have we got?
Oh, I'm in menu now. That was quick.
Okay, there was a live service disruption 45 minutes ago. Yeah, 8 o'clock. Okay. There's an ID service issue from 8 o'clock onwards. I jumped in at around, what was it, 8:15? Yeah, unresolved. I've got a feeling it's going to lead to them going to a downtime, I think. Because they had a live service maintenance 8 days ago. That was, what, 3 hours long by the looks of that read? Yeah, 6:30
Most
till...
have been like 3-4 hours long.
Yeah. Which, again, isn't too bad. It sounds like, again, they've tried to apply a hotfix as it's broken something in the background. Oh well. Yeah, like I say, I think they'll have to go to a weekly planned maintenance route and do it on like a Sunday evening into a Monday morning. I've got a feeling. Especially they've now got to like the 4.0 preview was quite a stable build and still it started to degrade itself over time. Like first week great, second week yeah pretty good, couple of glitches, third week quite a few glitches, fourth week quite broken, fifth week unplayable. I suppose it does depend. What are they doing it on? Yeah, okay, so they do it through UTC. That's not so bad. So okay. Yeah, they might need to do downtime per update, I think. Rather than try... I think that might be a way of resolving the issue. Do the downtime on each live update deployment, rather than just overwriting the previous build and hoping that it'll work. Because that's gone pretty quick. 2 days, live deployment without downtime, and then there were issues, and then they've got to day 2.5, and it's just gone. Not terrible though, not terrible. I think yesterday, apart from the non-spawning ship, it's not terrible. It still looks great. Still responded pretty well. It's only my shaders that are slowing things down in areas I've not been. Yeah. Okay. So let's pull. Oh, should we give it a go? See if we can jump into one, maybe. See what was what. Perhaps. Let's go back in. And let's join on Faldo. Although queue position is in 1. Let's see what happens when we attempt to join. Could potentially be a different server. Different region, anyway. But I do have a feeling that it might not load into the universe at all. Let's see. What's going on? Hmm. Alright, let's turn that off. Go back to Star Citizen itself. Oh man, I do love this game's music loop. Hmm. Yep. Got the feeling it's not gonna dump me in. Let's see, what's the status? Is still degraded performance. Good. A minute ago. Platform's operational. Yeah, but
Did you get back in?
no, I just jumped into the same server as yourself because it says you're in the PU.
I got 30k. I came
Yeah,
back and 30k error.
yeah, I thought that would be the case. So I'm gonna wait until mine does, because I think that's what will happen. I love how it says the platform's operational, but it's no good if the persistent universe isn't, because that's what that is the platform. Although I suppose it just means the front end, the launcher and the menu.
It looks like a few people in my friends list have managed to get in now.
Well, see, that's why I jumped into your server, because it looked like you'd managed to get in. Out of the, what was it, 500 spaces, 116 people were on that server. But, again, they could be doing the same as us, just being stuck in loading, and then it doesn't go anywhere. Which, okay, can I... Oh, alright. Oh,
I can see you're getting the busy error on your console.
well,
I'm trying to get one of my. I'm getting used to it. I've got one of my monitors.
there you go, 30k. That's what we wanted. Yeah, I think they've closed server connection, so it isn't going to matter that we're in the front end, that you're not going to be able to connect to an actual server. But I don't think they actually have them, like, the connection in and out on. If that makes sense. Wow, the universe time is going well fast.
Yeah, it's like the seconds are going by like.
Yeah,
rapidly.
yeah, but it's also it's the universe time's different to the server time. I wonder if perhaps...
Yeah, it says Friday, January 5th, 2981.
Yeah, I know. But then the server time says Thursday, Jan 1st, 1970.
Your server time says that, does it?
That's what the server time says. You look on my
Mine's
screen.
Sunday, March 2nd, 2025.
Yeah. So there you go. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna quit the game. I'm gonna close the launcher. That's fine. Let's get rid of you. Right. So we should now be, yeah, darkened. Well, I'm blackout. Let's go. Let's load up our RSI launcher, which gives us this. Check the degraded performance. Yeah, that's fine. Let's launch in. See all these little things that you get to notice in debugging that can cause errors. Date times not matching. Tick speeds. Noticing the error commands in the console. The CET not getting a response like it's supposed to. Trying to connect to the server and finding that there's no in and out port, for example. That's what I was like, yeah, I don't think there's a connection to connect to. That might be for Europe though. It might not be for elsewhere. But yeah, it says you're still in the PU out of 600, 113 are in that server.
Yeah, mine's.
Don't think you guys are gonna get.
It's gonna get 30k soon.
Yeah, that's what I thought. Let's check it out now. Boom. What are we at? 0 FPS, server time. Yeah, no, the servers are off. Server time still Thursday, Jan 1st, 1970. No FPS. Tick and thread time's fine. Current player location, invalid location ID. Yeah, I've got a feeling they're going to have turned the server connection in and out off. Stop people connecting while they resolve the issue. So people will try to connect and it just kick you out the 30k. Straight up. Let's test that theory by going to the Asia network. But I have a feeling that that will be exactly the same. What's the queue going to be like? Yeah, queue drop's not bad. Ping's terrible though. That's to be expected, connecting the other side of the planet first. What's the... Yeah. What else was I going to grab? No. What do we have here? There we go. So I've gone to Asia. My server time's updated to Sunday, March 2nd, 9 o'clock, 2025. And yeah, I don't think it's going to be able to pick it up. Authority server's just changed. Oh, loading entities though. Entity spawn, yeah. They're going up. Render's going up. Computer load's going up. Oh, have I just loaded into a... okay. No. Music change. Oh, it tricked me. Population of the shards, 235 on server of 15. I'm in! I'm in on an Asia server. Right, let's keep that display info up and see what happens here. Let's see just how bad this one is. Let's see what inventory's like. Okay, load up on this. Good. How about the doors? Do the doors work? Well, this door works. Let's go check out the elevators. Oh, does the transit system work? That's the next question. Elevator is solid. Okay. So, next test will be... That was quick. Okay, so it might be Europe and America that have a down issue. Oh man, the lag though. No, my internet's not brilliant. Let's try immediately Fleet Manager. This place is absolutely empty.
Welcome.
Fleet Manager is there. Let's retrieve.
Stand by.
Fleet Manager, I think, still bust. Okay, I think it's their. I think it's the spawn, or there's an issue with the transit system of some description. Because I'm pretty sure the Fleet Manager and transit system are one of the same. Because they both resolve player instances, whether it's hangars or... Yeah, there we go. Failed to retrieve vehicle. So does that mean I'm not able to get in or outside? Have a look. Let's go to my hangar. I can go to my hangar. Oh. Okay.
Wonder if the ASOPs will work when you're in your hangar.
Yeah, that's what my next test will be. I'm surprised that it allowed me to get to my hangar, because usually I have this issue where if I don't Fleet Manager, I don't get the button in the lift. Ah, no, there you go. It's player instancing. I can't. I've gone into the lift. I've clicked to get to my hangar. It's not taking me to the hangar. It will keep me at the lobby. It doesn't go to instancing. Instancing is what's bust. So they got... well, that was a quick debug. You can get in the game, you just can't get to your own instances. Which again, that's transit, that is. The transit issue. That's why, yeah, you can hear the elevator doesn't activate. Which is why it doesn't go to a location. Oh, I wonder if it will do it for the other pods. Will it do it for... Yeah, no, it's individual player instancing that's bust. I can go to the station instances, like pads. Oh, which means I can get outside. Cool, let's go steal someone's ship. Can I steal someone's ship? I can. Okay, well, I'm going to enter at my own risk for sure, and I'm going to take off in this ship.
You got your ship?
No, I've got someone else's.
All systems offline.
But I don't think I'm going to be... I can fly it. Yeah!
All systems
Let's go!
online.
Yeah, but look at it, it says private property.
It is. It's someone else's ship. I've just said that. I just don't know.
If you open F11, it will tell you whose ship it is, because it will tell you you've joined someone's Pisces and have their player name.
Where am I going? Nope. It depends on whether they're here or not. So don't forget, we're in a instance of game where they might have bugged out and not be on this server anymore, or they're unable to get to their ship. That's cool. Okay, so what I wanted to do, I'm not being malicious in too much of a regard. I'm just robbing the ship to get somewhere else. Because I don't want to be at Port Trestley, you see. Thank you. Yeah, I thought so. Give me that. Sweet.
Shields offline.
Huh, interesting. Oh, we're the wrong side of fucking... Yeah, okay. Well... Let's not do that. Let's just go to the planet. Or is that what's also... No? Okay. Now it's working.
Drive is now on. Quantum drive is now off. Quantum drive is
So
now
let's see
on.
what Spectrum is saying.
Yeah, I got a feeling the player instancing for Europe and America is going to be what's dead at the moment. That's what it appears to be, anyway. Yeah, okay. Well, I will apologise on stream to whoever's ship that I have just stolen off a local pad that you left the back door wide open and the ship on. You know, if if that's because you've been booted off the server, because that station was empty. Absolute Port Trester was empty. I've never seen a station that empty before. So you know, no, I'm not sorry. I wouldn't have done it if I was sorry. But this is testing, so no, I don't want to be at Port Trester anymore. I want to be at Area 18 because I'm currently spawning at Port Trester. Plus, let's see if the hauling of instance is broken in one location, or whether it's broken at the other end when I get to Area 18. Am I able to then interact using comms to call an instance of my hangar to land at? Because it might just be when you're already at a place trying to call in an instance that's broken, as opposed to being on the open world and calling your instance in because you're in the open world, because there's two different sides. One's internal mapping and one's external mapping, and this is where the scaling thing comes into play. Which, there's another thing, Faldo. At the end of my stream, I got booted out of your hangar and floated inside the internal empty space of the Checkmate space station, and couldn't leave the empty space because the doors are solid, right? But you can see where the instance hangar for each individual would reside in that one slot. But I had to wait for someone to come to Checkmate and call that particular hangar so that their instance of hangar would load, for me to then float through their model as a ghost asset to get out of their doors, to then pass the energy shield that denotes moving between that instance space into the open world to be able to get back out of the game. It's quite cool, actually. So here we go, getting all the way over to Arccorp. What a trek. Where are we? We're just getting past Hurston, or have we already passed Hurston? No, we've only just passed Hurston. Oh my. Okay. Well, here we are, coming into Arccorp. Only another 21G to go. Another 6 full minutes. I'd also assume as well, I'm going to be pretty safe whilst stealing this ship, because no one can recall or reclaim their ships because the ASOP screens are bust as part of the player instancing, which means I ain't just going to get blown out of the sky for nicking a ship if they decide to insurance claim it. Oh, that's funny. Funny but not funny. Hopefully I can get to my location before the servers work again, and they can do exactly that. Jump into the game and then claim their ship, and I'm in it before I land. Instant death. While we're doing this though, the audio is good, but let's pull it down just a touch. Take it off edge. Shard populations fluctuating a touch. Oh yeah, people are leaving this server a little. Oh, he's at Arccorp. Yes! Okay, now I need Area 18. I need to do this quick before shit comes back online. Oh, no, that's not what we wanted. We want to get down to our A18. Where are you? Oh, shit, zooms in too far. Why am I not searching? That's just way easier. A18, click, click, and yeah, that's where we need to go. Does that mean I'm going to get the marker? I do get the marker. Nice. Let's give ourselves a nice roll. And engage. Let's get to Area 18 quick.
Quantum drive is now on.
Oh, there's Bajini. Oh! Repositioning player, you dare put me at... Oh, you put me in the bed. No? Yep, okay. Nice. I'm within the observatory of somewhere. Please don't be back at Port Tressler. Please don't be back at Port Tressler. I'm at Bajini Point! Yes! But it's warped me into the bed at Bajini Point. I am within a box. Ah, no. No. It's put me in what's it put me in? It's put me in the pits up screen. Wow. I have been warped into a drinks machine. Thank you. Oh, can I get that? Where are we? So, yeah, I am inside this asset. Can I crouch? No, I can't crouch. There we go. That's me, boys and girls. I believe I'm in the pips up, not the big
Oh,
bennies.
like in your stream, I can just see the occasional drink just appear in front of you.
Here I am, and I am in the box. There he is. Oh, it's kind of half in, half out the back end. But obviously you can't... Yeah, what a spawn position. But I bet if I backspace die, I'm not going to be at Bajini. Even though it spawned me on Bajini because it's closest place. I bet I'll go right back to Port Tressler. So, what do we do? No, it should take me to Area 18. Because that's my main residence. Yes! Cool. I've managed to get myself back to my area. Now let's see if it will spawn me into my med bay, if instances are the thing that's fucking up. Ooh, I'm not liking this. You're probably not going to work because it's instancing that's bust. Oh, my net ping is huge. But I'm connected to Asia, so... Yeah, okay. I think that's the end of that chapter. Yeah, not gonna load me in an instance. I don't think.
Oh, it's nearly time to download the new version of GTA 5 that's come out.
Oh, really?
Yeah, they've changed it now, so it's no longer just GTA 5 on Steam. There's now a legacy and an enhanced version.
Oh,
So the original version is now the legacy one, and the enhanced version is brought up to date with what came out on like the PS5 and the Series X.
yeah.
So, and it has DLSS and ray tracing on it, so that'd be cool.
Yeah, that's not bad. I reckon they're just slowly integrating a lot of the mods that people were doing into just being the game loops in the game. It's a good way of shutting down having those mods on a game illegally, I guess. Okay. Yeah, it's failing to do my inventory. It's requesting permission denied. Can't access my inventory API, even though it's queried it. Inventory data request sent. Yeah, okay. Did it for the location. Yeah, source inventory invalid. Okay, cool. So let's exit. You can't respawn me because you can't place me in an instance to spawn me because that's what's broken in the server. Ooh, la 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 la. So that's Asia, but I'm now in Area 18. But obviously I'm now stuck at the moment. Yeah, okay, so I'm gonna have to let that unload itself for 15 minutes, which is also a game quit. That's the RSS status. That's the update. It's operational and persistence is still down. Yeah, the identity service. Yeah, okay. Let's get that tunage back. Let's sink it down a touch. Okay. So let's have a look, see, and see what else we have going on. Can I bet I can't even load this up. But this will tell me that I can't play it. Oh, I could be wrong. Let's quit that. Let's see what happens. I'm pretty sure I got a text about this earlier though. What did it come up under? There it is. It's going to tell me that it's... Let's go. Yeah, whatever. Oh, right. You moved over to that, have you? So I need to use a different app on my phone to tell me what I probably already know. Let's find out. Let's load it and find out. I bet it's going to go, yep. Yep, because you're an idiot and you forgot to do something. Oh, yes, what a surprise. There it is. I need to do that. Update. Update all. That would be why. Oh, is it? Oh, that would be funny. That'd be funny if it lets me open and play this. I shouldn't be able to, but it'd be funny if it does. Go on. Oh. Oh. Does he have a backup game to play? Oh. No. Because you're going to tell me I need my subscription to play. Or maybe not. No, you aren't you? You're gonna be like, yeah, please renew your subscription.
Yeah, my Game Pass ran out, so I can't even join you.
Mine's run out. I'm surprised I even got.
If it's run out, you may not be able to get onto it. Then.
Yeah, I know. I know. This is what I'm testing. This is exactly what I'm testing right now. I'm surprised I got this far. But it's checking for the update that I can't download, so... Which sucks, because I only want to play zombies. Oh, buy a subscription, you suck. Installing Game Bar? What? Yeah.
Oh yeah, the Xbox update. Yeah, that's why I asked for Minecraft, because that's the only thing I own on Xbox that I can play.
Joe. Oh,
Have you heard of Delta Force? It's like a free-to-play, like Tarkov/COD.
Yeah, I know Delta Force. I used to play Land Warrior back in the day when I lived in Spalding. Me and Atkin were quite high in the Delta Force Land Warrior online community. He was in the top 50, and I was in the top 75. X and Y pilot. Savage game. It's not quite how it used to be though. That's back in the day. Yeah, it says something happened your end, but nothing happened your end because it's all there. You just told me to restart. So let's see what you're saying. Oh, now you're loading in a window. Oh, we're not having that. Thank you. No shot. What? Oh yeah, it's gonna say I haven't got any of it installed, isn't it? Because I don't have Game Pass. Hello. Why are you installing? Shouldn't be installing fucking... Excuse me. Just automatically install fucking Modern Warfare. I don't need Modern Warfare. Yeah, you. No, why are you installing? What? No, you can be uninstalled. I don't need you. I don't need Modern Warfare. You ain't taking another 80 gig of my hard drive. What? Yeah, I want to close. What are you doing? I didn't say you could install Modern Warfare at any point. Yeah, manage. I swear to God, if it's installed that, it's no wonder I've got no space. Fucking has. No. No. Taking out Modern Warfare 3. Yeah, give me 130, give me 114 gig back. Unbelievable. Well, I guess RSI test for Star Citizen tonight is a no-go. Let's just have one more, have a look-see. Nope. Let's go to the general page. No, I think they're going to be on downtime. As I first thought. Okay, let's just open the launcher first. Double check and make sure. What's your status operational? Yeah. Go status page. Hour and a half, we'll take it. I'm going to try at 11 o'clock, I think. So I'm going to give it a blast to see if they've just shunted into a 3-hour downtime. well, my apologies for those who are watching the stream. As you can see, in an alpha game, you get issues like this. It is what it is. Again, managed to potentially look into the actual issue with the persistent universe as being unoperational, which looks like it, apart not just the identity service, but it's instances, localized instances for the players, notably player hangars. So that seems to be what's breaking the game at the moment. As we saw, the universe is playable to a degree on the Asian network, not for very long though, and just being jumped out of the person's ship obviously ended up resulting in my transport to the nearest location, which pumped me into a soda vending machine, which on Virginie Point at Arccorp Area 18. So there's that. And then, as we also witnessed on killing myself doing the hold backspace, we've ended up with the console showing that it's requesting the identity and items of our inventory and couldn't place them. So it's definitely individual player instancing that seems to have gone down, not just the instancing that's part of the transport system or management spawn system. But you get issues like this, and it is what it is. So on that note, I'm going to leave this video here at nearly an hour and a half. It's a little bit of a problem plugging into some of the time that I dedicated to having a bit of a sesh tonight, but it is what it is. We'll try again in about an hour and a half, you know, from 11 onwards. I think might jump on, see if they've gone into a 3-hour downtime for resetting their caches and updating a hotfix or whatever on the server side. And we'll see what it's like then. Hopefully they'll have got on top of the issue and it'll be resolved. If not, we'll be looking at tomorrow, and tomorrow's another day. So that's it from me for this evening. I will catch you all in the next one. As always, take care, stay safe, keep sane, and I'll see you then. Peace.